Hey, Reddy Mercury. One of my friends actually said Reddy Mercury. Took it to another level. Longtime fan, blah, blah. Bill, I loved your topic on motorcycles. By the way, Emma, I love motorcycles. All right, I watched another one of those MotoGPs. I finally watched that whole race where Jorge Lorenzo took out... who did he take out? He took out Valentino Rossi, Dovizioso, and Maverick, what's his face there? The guy who's been T-boned like 4 races this year. Was it Maverick Vinez? I don't know. Why do I try? Vinales, right? Vignay? I don't know. I'm too white to pronounce his name right yet. I'll get it. I watched that race. And still, it was exciting. Even though, Marc Marquez was out in front in a Formula One kind of way where the race was fucking over unless he just wiped out like he did in Austin, Texas. It was still exciting watching people fighting for the second, third, and fourth positions, all sort of passing going on. It was still a great race. I felt bad for the people that were there because I imagine most of them were fans of those 4 fucking people that were now out of the race immediately. I mean, it's within like the first 10 laps that it happened. By the way, congratulations to Lewis Hamilton being the first Formula One driver ever to win the British Grand Prix 6 times. And, of course, he gets, the level of fucking, racism is back the way cocaine is. Racism, like cocaine, is back. Like really overt, like people in the press just asking, like, all kinds of just fucking racist. They were questioning his level of Britishness. It's like, where was he born? Great Britain. Well, there you go. Where did he grow up? Great Britain. There you go. What is the question? Oh, he's got too much of a tan for you? Because he lives in Monaco or some shit? Like most of the race car drivers. And there's all kinds of British people that live in fucking Spain and France and all of that shit. It's just so fucking ugly. They just can't handle the fact that somebody who isn't white broke a fucking record. To this fucking day, it's like Will Chamberlain's still playing. I don't know. Disappointing. I did like what, what's-his-face teammate there said. He's like, dude, we all fucking live in Monaco. Valtteri Bottas having his teammates back. That's a good thing. Anyway, where was I? We're talking motorcycle. But I do love motorcycles. And but, when people on motorcycle 100% of the time are blaming the way people drive, and then they don't look at a lot of their peers the way they ride on motorcycles and, the amount of fucking laws they break every quarter mile. It's a little ridiculous. All right. So, hey, Reddy Mercury, longtime fan, blah, blah, blah. Bill, I loved your topic on motorcycles. I've ranted and raved about those stupid fucking driving 120 miles, stupid fucks driving 120 miles per hour, weaving in and out of traffic, then having the balls to bitch and make watch out for motorcycle T-shirts, stickers, and you name it. How about you guys drive like responsible drivers and maybe you wouldn't die? All right, now, there's a point to be made with what you're saying there. There is a lot, like, they act like motorcyclists when they bring up that, telling you to look out for riders, which you should certainly do. They act like, 99% of the time it's the guy in the car's fault. What you have to understand if you're riding a motorcycle is that people just can't fucking see you. Nobody's trying to fuck up their own car. So when somebody pulls out in front of somebody that's on a motorcycle, it's because they can't fucking see. It's inherently fucking dangerous, which, by the way, for all you non-motorcycle riders, that's why motorcycles are so loud. For all you fucking hipster nerd douches out there who are like, think it's because of some underlying insecurity that they have to be so fucking loud. That's because you can't see them and they don't want to die. All right? Not saying that there's not insecure people on motorcycles sometimes, but there's also plenty of insecure people driving cars who don't have the balls to ride a motorcycle. All right. So anyway, he said, how about you guys drive like responsible drivers and maybe you wouldn't die? Well, that's not 100% true. They would still die because people don't drive. There should be responsible driving on both sides. Anyways, he goes, I'm not talking about the Harley riders. It's those douchebags on the fucking bikes that go way too fast. Yeah, okay, I agree with this. Who drive like an arrogant prick, weaving through all of us trying to drive home from work. It's scary to see them zipping past you because one mistake by you and they're dead, and you have to face the consequences of their reckless actions. Yeah, like if they come flying by and then they run into you, I would not want to have one of those guys in one of those fucking Japanese super bikes T-bone me on my driver's side door. I just don't think my crumple zones are going to save me from significant, if not fatal, injury. Because at the end of the day, those bikes weigh, I don't know how much they weigh, 400-500 pounds coming at you 100 miles an hour. I don't think my door is going to be able to handle that. Anyways, he says, that's my piece. Thanks for listening, and go fuck yourself. P.S. Can you tell us the name of the movie you're doing yet? Would love to check it out. Well, it's not out yet, and it just has a working title. In a perfect world, like, they'd have, like, I would say car and truck roads and then motorcycle roads and then a bike lane. We could all stay away from each other, but I would be just as afraid to ride in an all-motorcycle lane, because then I think that those people who ride like lunatics amongst cars would be even more fucking arrogant. I don't know. It's not even arrogant. What it is it's a young person brain where you just feel like it's not going to be you. I'm not going to be the one that dies or gets fucked up or loses a leg or something like that. And, I don't know. But having said that, I absolutely fucking love motorcycles. And I wish that they were safer. If they were, I would ride one. Or I wish I lived in a place in the middle of nowhere where I could actually ride and not feel like, I don't know. Just riding one in general is just, even on a straightaway, the speed limit is so fucking dangerous. Like, you ever just think about how fucked up it is that when you're driving down the street, because of the rules of the road and that yellow line painted in the middle, that, like, you're driving, like, 50 miles an hour, the other person's driving 45, 50, and you guys pass each other head on, going the exact opposite direction, that close, going around turns and all of that. And it all works because you maintain the rules of the road. But if you were on an unmarked, like, just parking lot, and you're both driving like that, you'd both slow down, like, whoa, what is this guy doing? What is this guy doing? But you kind of take that for granted. And you get the fact that people text now. This is why I got rid of the motorcycle I had for probably about 6 weeks, maybe 2 months. Is I was riding down Santa Monica Boulevard, scared to death, by the way. And I got out to near where the Playboy Mansion used to be. And I was going around a turn, and this guy was coming around the turn too fast, and he was, like, on the double line. And I was towards the double line, because you kind of have to pick a side, because in the middle of the road is where all the fucking transmission fluid, oil, and shit from cars leaks, and you could wipe out in a turn. So I was leaning into the turn, and he came over, so it just felt like his car was going to hit my head. So I had to stand the bike up for like a split second, but it felt like fucking 20 seconds in a turn. And then I had to lean again, and I was thinking I was getting into that oil. Am I just going to go slide into these fucking trees? I went from, am I going to fucking lose my head, till am I going to have my leg ripped off and then slam into these trees and get paralyzed in like about a second and a half. And I didn't happen, fortunately. And then I rode the bike all the way to the beach. We stopped to get some food or something. And I got off the bike, and I was shaking just ever so, like, just a little bit. And I was thinking, like, all right, is that from the vibration of the bike? Like, what the fuck's going on here? I was like, oh, no, that's because I'm scared shitless. So we finished eating. I got back on the bike, and I said a prayer, which I never do. I was just like, God, if you fucking get me and this bike back in one piece, I promise you I will never ride this thing again. And I didn't. I got it into the garage, and I just said, fuck it. Like, this isn't for me. I am not there's a certain type of personality. I don't know. I like playing drums. I need my legs, okay? I got to chase my kid around. I can't do this. I'm a stand-up comedian, okay? I can't come hobbling on fucking stage. And I just like, I can't fucking do this. But I would be lying to you if I told you that I didn't miss it every time I saw one. Like, I actually remember Chappelle telling me when he found out that I was starting to ride, he was very excited. And he asked me, have you ridden a Ducati yet? And I said, no. He said, dude, I'm telling you, you ride one of those things, you'll never ride another bike. And it's to this day, it bugs me. I'd never ridden a Ducati. And I will someday, but I will ride one at a track where there's no other cars. I mean, maybe that's the way to do it. But I think you would just get sick of it after a while. Like if you just put it on a trailer or the back of your truck and just brought it to a track, you rode around. But then you have to deal with everybody at a track riding like fucking lunatics, where I just want to sort of cruise around. We're going into a turn. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Someday I'll figure